Hey, class. Wanted to come to you this afternoon and briefly describe to you my topic of choice for my dissertation. After much prayer and debate, I settled on a topic with a more local interest. So, here in my local community, one of the major players at the turn of the 19th century was the Moravians and their work that they did amongst the Cherokee. Um, now, one of the historiographical challenges with this dissertation thus far has been to find source material, to find how this topic fits into the historiographical timeline um, associated with the Cherokee, and then how the Moravians uh, as well interacted with them, and how this topic fits into their story. Um, Here in my local community, we are blessed to have a plethora of sources that are available, including the site that the mission was founded on, and the Chief and House State Historic Site that houses a number of artifacts that are both relevant to the Cherokee and the Moravians. Um, until this point, I've not seen a lot of research that is centered on the Moravians and how they interacted with the Cherokee. And my biggest question of interest for this dissertation is, why were the Cherokees so accepting to the Moravians as opposed to other Christian denominations that tried to minister amongst the Cherokee? Um, as my research continues to grow, I find numerous accounts of where the Moravians, rather than working against the Cherokee or forcing their beliefs upon the Cherokee, they tended to move in and work amongst them. They tended to um, find ways to integrate those traditional Cherokee values, beliefs, and customs into their ways of reaching back into the Cherokee community. Um, Sources for this topic, for this dissertation, I've had to reach out to a number of local historians. I've had to reach out to the Moravian archives. I've visited numerous sites, which luckily for me, a lot of these historic sites related to my dissertation are really in my backyard. So that has been a blessing. Um, as being a part of the local historical society for a number of years, and working hand in hand with site interpreters and historians of the Moravian mission at Spring Place, and those that are intertwined with the Cherokee in Spring Place, I have been able to make a lot of contact with those historians. I've been able to pull from their knowledge and rely on their expertise and guidance in construction thus far. And I plan to continue to utilize those resources. I look forward to learning more as I go through this dissertation process. I look forward to gaining more insight as concerning the Moravians as a whole, and then how they worked amongst the Cherokee, and really what made a difference between the Moravians and that of the Cherokee. Um, I pray for each and every one of you as you continue to work through this process, and I covet all of your prayers as I continue to work towards the finish line in this dissertation process. Thanks, and have a good evening. And I look forward to viewing each of your video discussions as well.